Tonight, we're just hours away from Election Day, an already historic turnout. Nearly 100 million ballots cast, with tens of millions more expected to turn out tomorrow to the polls. President Trump barnstorms 4 states where he lags in the polls. And as coronavirus cases spike, why the president said he's considering firing Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Don't tell anybody, but let me wait till a little bit after the election.
Joe Biden responds in must-win Pennsylvania.
I'm going to hire Dr. Fauci, and we're going to fire Donald Trump.
The view from the battlegrounds. Our correspondents in Pennsylvania, Florida, and Arizona, talking to the voters who could decide the election. A nation on edge. Stores boarded up. National Guard troops called up. The measures tonight amid concerns of unrest, including a new fence around the White House. Record surge. 16 states set new highs for coronavirus cases. And Wisconsin's governor with an urgent plea.
People have to wear a freaking mask.
Plus, why the CDC says people with coronavirus should be allowed to go to the polls tomorrow. And an election like no other. Our pledge to bring you results you can trust.
This is the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell. Reporting tonight from CBS News Election Headquarters in Times Square.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin tonight with breaking news and the final breakneck sprint to Election Day, just hours from now. President Trump and former Vice President Biden are still on the attack on the streets of Austria. And after a deadly gun battle tonight, some of the attackers still on the loose. And now a note about tomorrow. America is electing a president for the 59th time. But in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, this is no ordinary time. We're in the middle of a pandemic that has cost hundreds of thousands of people their lives and millions their jobs. In spite of that, and perhaps because of that, people are voting in record numbers. As the votes are counted tomorrow night, we here at CBS News pledge to bring you results you can trust. We will tell you what we know. We will tell you what we don't know. We will project winners the minute we're sure and not a second before. We vow not to rush this most important act of democracy. That's how important your vote is, because in the end, it's America that decides. And we'll be right back. Tune in tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific for CBS News 2020 America Decides. Our election night coverage will begin right here with a special CBS Evening News live across the country. We'll be joined by our powerhouse political team and our correspondents as every vote is counted. That is tonight's edition of the CBS Evening News. I'm Norah O'Donnell at CBS News Election Headquarters here in New York. Hope you were able to vote safely. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.